So this is the FRP GMB 100, and it's got a 99cc engine in it. It is a lot of fun. We put a little header pipe on there, zip tied the governor. It goes about 37 miles an hour, but I'm a 240-pound man. I need a little more power if I'm gonna be riding this thing. So with the recent 25% off all engines at Harbor Freight, we got the Predator Ghost that we're gonna slap in this thing. We also got some new tires to replace the stock off-road type of tires here. These are the tires that came with it. You can see I already put the new tire on the front because I wanted to make sure it would fit. But I'm gonna show you guys how I put the tires on when we do the rear. All right, we wanna get this engine out of here, so we gotta get all this chain guard off as well. We need to take the chain off, take the sprocket off. We need to get the engine out. So we have 2 Phillips heads here. I think 1 over here, and it looks like we have like a 10 mil right there. Take that out too. Take our chain tensioner loose. We'll pull this out a little. And the farther this way you go, the looser your chain will be. The farther this way you go, the tighter your chain will be. There we go. Now we can find our master link, which is right there. Just like that. Pull your chain apart. We take all our engine mounts out here. Phone was overheating, so we got the camera on now, but I didn't realize it wasn't recording, so we took the throttle off, took the kill switch off. Now we should be able to just take this engine out. Boom, just like that. Boom, shakalaka, just like that. Let's get this thing mocked up in here. Oof. Looks like we might have to take that rear fender off of there for it to fit, or at least trim it or something. Hitting a little bit, we can't push it back. All right, let's go ahead and take it off. All right, we have our new clutch, chain, and sprocket. This is a 420 chain for a 420 clutch. We couldn't use the other one because it was a 35. We have a new sprocket for the back as well. There we go. Ooh, I think we got really lucky, and that new sprocket actually does match up those holes. That is super lucky. Also, look at the sprocket size difference. How many teeth are on our old sprocket? Does it say? Usually they'll say on there, but it doesn't look like it. This is a 60 tooth sprocket meant for 420 chain. Let's see how many teeth are on this one. You know, it's pretty crazy. This is a 60 tooth sprocket, but this one, even though it's smaller like this, it's actually a 75 tooth sprocket. It's because this is meant for 35 chain. So the teeth are much smaller than these, and you can see that. Compare one up. You can see these are finer teeth compared to our 40 or 420. 40 and 420 are basically the same thing. I think it is freaking awesome that our holes are actually lining up with that already. But I'm actually gonna leave the sprocket off for now because we need to put this tire on. Take this, set it over there. We need to take this valve stem cap off and let all this air out. Hopefully my body weight. Yep, there we go. Now, we're not done. There we go. You need some kind of lubricant. I've got some silicone spray. I'm gonna spray around all this, and we're gonna try to get this off of here. Now, you should get some actual tire wrenches or something to get this off properly. I've got flatheads. Not very good to do. You can scratch stuff up and mess it up, but it will. Man, let's work this around. Look at that. Halfway there, baby. Just pull it the rest of the way out. Just muscle it off. There we go. Old tire is off. Still brand new. Got them hairs on there still. Put your knee on there, baby. Don't get too greedy. A little bit at a time. There we go. Now I like to give her a couple slams, get that tire to form a little better, punch her, get her to widen out. All right, let's try to add some air. All right, we're gonna add some air. I'm actually gonna be using the Vitomin. This is a jump starter and air compressor. It also has a light on it. Vitomin did send this out to us to do a review on. I don't think I've made a dedicated video for this, but I've been using it a ton, especially to air up the mini bike tires and stuff like that. We're actually gonna set this to, oh, wrong way. High coda, there you are, buddy. 26 PSI. We're gonna hook this up. And might have to hit her a few times while it's airing up in order to set that bead. There we go. Go, real. We're gonna set this to 24 PSI. And we're done with that. All right, this is our side for our brake rotor. Let's go ahead and put this back on. Running these girls in there like that. All right, cool. Other side. Put our new sprocket on. Just like that. Boom. All right, back wheel's ready to go. Well, here's what we gotta do. Feed our axle through. We're gonna put our spacer on. Put that brake caliper onto the rotor. We have our washer. Boom, just like that. All right, so here's the deal. The engine plate meant for the FRP engine does not match up with the Ghost as well as we thought. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and put the chain on, get it lined up, and we're gonna mark where we need holes to be drilled into our engine plate. Also might be a little too big for this 420 chain. Go ahead, baby, brake. All right, some little off-camera action. The chain breaker did break the chain, but we had to get that pin out of the chain. Now, I rerouted the chain, obviously, and we're about to put the master link in. Just press it through, just like so. We will put the retainer link there. And now when you run a chain with the master link, your chain's gonna be moving this way, right? So you actually want the link to be facing the opposite way. Boom, just like that. Now I've got my engine just about where I want it. She's almost straight there. But I need to know where to drill my new holes for those two engine mounts there. I got it kind of mocked up, but I want to know where I need to drill those holes. So how I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna take one of our bolts we're gonna use, and I'm gonna take a paint marker, dab a bunch of paint on the tip of our bolt here, and drop it down. And hopefully that paint, at least some of it, will leave a spot onto the frame there. So I was gonna cut these out, but I don't think I'm gonna. We drilled these two holes. Engine looks pretty aligned. Then we did our little paint marker trick again because we wiped it away on accident. So now I'm gonna drill two more holes here, and that should be our 4 engine mounts, baby. All right, let's go ahead and bolt this girl down. Put this on down. Yep. There's your throttle. Okay, so I have this little piece I cut from some flat stock that's gonna sit right here on the frame, which will bolt into the bottom of our gas tank, so we can put our gas tank right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and weld that up right there, just about right there. I'll actually bolt this, go ahead and bolt this so I can get it exactly where I want it. That way I know where to weld it, so this is actually sitting straight instead of crooked. Whammo! Alright, I've skipped ahead a lot. We've got the gas tank on there, put an exhaust on there, put gas in the gas tank, zip tied stuff, put the air filter on. We actually finished mounting everything. I got ahead of myself big time. And then I remembered I'm supposed to be a YouTuber or whatever, you know? See if we can get this thing to fire up. Alright. She tried. Coda, what are you doing? What are you doing, huh? Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. All right. Yeah, he has way more torque than the FRP. I mean, obviously, right? The FRP GMB 100 engine, the 99cc, topped out at 36.9. Just cruising at like 20 right now. Now the Ghost comes with a 6,000 RPM limiter with the coil. It doesn't have an actual governor inside. We top out at 6,000 RPM pretty quickly. There's the rev limiter.
She can wheelie if I wanted it to, for real. Woo! I had to plant my feet for a second. Hold on now. Yeah, the little 99cc definitely couldn't do that. Yeah, she's got some torque. And we're just running a clutch, by the way. Little max torque clutch. I thought she was going to need to be idled down so she could idle, but I guess that was just because we were going a little too fast. Now that we're stopped, man, she's running good. Running real good.
All right, so that does it. This is the Ghost swapped FRP. Some people have been calling it the Green Ghost. We might go with that. The stock FRP engine comes with about 3 horsepower. This Ghost comes with stock. We still have the stock everything. Comes stock 9.9 horsepower. So we've more than tripled the horsepower. I don't know exactly the torque numbers, but we've definitely increased the torque as well, obviously. We have a lot more coming for this bike. We have a lot more coming for this golf cart right behind us. If you haven't seen the golf cart video, the first one is up. We're doing a multi-part series where we're gas swapping our electric golf cart. I'd really encourage you to go watch that. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that one as well. We're having a lot of fun with this one. We're having a lot of fun with Dad's mini bikes. We have so many mini bike videos, so if you're into the mini bike videos, make sure to thumbs up this video. We have a lot of small engine videos coming very soon. But when I came home, the front suspension for the FRP came in as well, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on too, just real quick. Whew, way too cold for me. Oh shit, gotta hurry this up. Woo! Get these stupid no suspension having forks over there. She still spins good. Alright, cool dude. Front suspension is on. This bike is really coming together. This little Temu FRP right here. You can get them on Amazon too, but these things are pretty sweet, dude. We've tripled the horsepower. We have better tires on. We have suspension, and we have a new uni tank on here. Upgraded to 420 from 35. We went up from 35 chain and sprockets to 420. This max torque clutch, they're pretty cheap. We might switch that out for either a torque converter or a 2-plate clutch eventually. We've got the pipe from the Ghost kit. That's actually meant for go-karts, so we had to cut that and weld it because it was curving directly into this. But we got it wrapped up and working good. We also couldn't use the intake because it was also hitting the frame here, but we're going to be upgrading the carb soon. I hope it's going to work out because I want to use a shorter plate here, one of the stubbier ones, to keep the carb closer inward. And we have another surprise coming for this thing today. Front suspension, baby. That's what's up. I really want to ride, but it is freezing right now. All right, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. That's how we just tripled our horsepower. And just maybe we're about to quintuple our horsepower in the next video. Y'all have a good one. All right.